Yes, students, today is our next lecture from the series of lectures based on modulus equations, and today we will be discussing how to solve inequalities based on modulus functions which involve modulus function. In the last lecture we studied some properties and some formulas which will be used to while solving these modulus inequalities. So today we will be discussing some basic examples based on that. Let's see the first example. The first example is mod of x, the first example, A part. Mod of x is less than 4. And we have to find the interval of x. This implies x belongs to, that's what we have to find. As we studied in the formulas yesterday or in the last lecture, there is a formula if mod of x is less than a, where a is positive. So this implies x belongs to minus a comma a. So similarly, here a is equal to 4 in this question. So this implies x belongs to minus 4 comma 4 will be the answer to this question. It is open interval because it is only less than, not less than equal to. This is the answer. Let's see another part of this question. This is for just the basic clearance of the formula. The next part says mod of x is greater than or equal to 7. Mod of x is greater than or equal to 7. Then find the interval of x. X belongs to which interval? So we studied a formula in the last class that mod of x is greater than small a, where a is greater than 0. So this implies x belongs to minus infinity comma minus a union a comma infinity. So we will apply the same formula over here. Let's see how. It is saying mod of x is greater than or equal to 7. Mod of x is greater than or equal to 7. So that means here a is equal to 7, and here in the inequality we have the equal to sign also. In the previous case, in the formula, equal to sign was not there. So let us see how it will make the difference. The answer will be x belongs to minus infinity comma minus 7 and 7 comma infinity. That will be same. This is open, this is open, and here because equal to sign was also there, so it will be a box bracket or a square bracket, and this is the union sign. So this will be the answer to this question. So this was a direct formula based, and we have already derived the formulas in the previous class. So we don't need to derive it again and again. Let's see the next example. It is saying the next example also has two parts. The first part is saying mod of x minus 4 greater than or equal to 0. The second example has got many parts. The first part is mod of x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Mod of x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Then we have to find the interval of x. We know by basic definition of modulus that modulus is a machine which always emits out positive real numbers, or at most the number will be 0. But here it is saying we have to find x such that this modulus is greater than or equal to 0. And this is always true by basic definition of modulus. So the answer to this question will be x belongs to real numbers. This will be the answer. Let's see the B part. The B part says mod of 2x minus 1 plus 4 is less than 4. Then we have to find the interval of x. Let us cancel this 4. So this becomes mod of 2x minus 1 is less than 0. Now we have to find the interval of x. Now we know that by basic definition of mod, that modulus is a machine which emits out numbers which are greater than or equal to 0. So this is giving a condition which is less than 0. It is not possible. That means the straight away the answer will be x belongs to null set or no solution will be the answer to this question. Now let's see an example. Example C. The example says -3 plus mod of x plus 1 is less than equal to -3. Here clearly -3 gets cancelled, and it is saying the resulting inequality becomes mod of x plus 1 is less than equal to 0. So as we know, in the previous example also we saw that mod of x plus 1 can never be less than 0, because by basic definition of modulus also always has to emit out positive real numbers. But here equal to 0 is also there, so modulus can give 0, but so we can say that x is equal to -1 will be the only solution to this question. This is the answer. Otherwise, if equal to sign had not been there in this question, then the answer would have been no solution. Next part is, it is saying mod of 3x plus 4 plus 5 is less than equal to 3. Then we have to find the interval of x. So this will result mod of 3x plus 4 is less than equal to -2. Now we know that modulus of any real number, modulus of any function always gives positive real numbers. It is asking such x that the modulus is less than or equal to -2. It is not possible. So this implies x belongs to null set, or no such x exists. No such x exists. This will be the answer to this question, or no solution. There can be many ways to write the same answer. Next will be part E. The part E says two times mod of x minus 1. 2 times mod of x minus 1 minus 4 greater than or equal to 2. Then we have to find the interval of x. So this will give us 2 times mod of x minus 1 greater than or equal to 6. So that means this is nothing but mod of x minus 1 greater than or equal to 3. So that means, let's see how we'll proceed further. That means, as we know by basic formula, mod of x minus 1 greater than or equal to 3, this implies x minus 1 will be less than or equal to -3, or x minus 1 will be greater than or equal to plus 3. So that means x will be greater than or equal to 1 minus 3, that is -2, or x is greater than or equal to 1 plus 3, that is 4. So that means it can also be expressed as x belongs to -∞, -2. This is square bracket and this is open bracket, and this is 4, infinity. This is round bracket and this is square bracket. So that will be the answer. Answer can be in any form, either this form or that form. Let's see the next part. The next part is the F part. Next part says mod of x minus 6 plus 6 is greater than or equal to -4. That means mod of x minus 6 is greater than or equal to -10. Now we know by basic definition of modulus that modulus of any real number is greater than or equal to 0. So the thing which is the number which is already greater than or equal to 0, it will definitely be greater than -10 also. So this is true for all real numbers. So that means x belongs to R will be the answer to this question. Now let's see the next part of this question. Let me draw a line over here. The G part, it is saying mod of 2 minus x is less than 8. So we can say by basic definition the 2 minus x lies between minus 8 and 8. We have studied this formula in the previous class. So this will be minus x is less than minus 2 is less than 6. Minus x is greater than minus 10, means I just subtract minus 2 from all the sides, which will result in this thing. So I'll multiply all the sides from minus sign, minus 1. This is x, this is 10, and this will become minus 6. And since it is an inequality, so multiplying with the minus sign or minus number will reverse the sign of inequality. So this will become this thing. So this can be written as x is greater than minus 6 and less than 10, or it can be expressed as x belongs to minus 6 comma 10 and round brackets. So answer can be in any form. This is the answer to this question. Now the next part is it is saying the h part. It is saying mod of x plus 6 is greater than 0. So we know by basic definition of modulus that modulus of any real number is greater than or equal to 0. But here greater than 0 is expressed. That means x will belong to r minus this minus 6 will not be there, because if I put minus 6 over here, it will give 0 in the left hand side. Here I don't want 0. I want only greater than 0. So this will be the answer to this question. R minus x is equal to minus 6. So that is the answer. Now let's see another part of this question. It is saying 3 times mod of 4x minus 1 is less than or equal to 9, and we have to find the interval of x. So first of all, let us divide both sides by 3. It will give us mod of 4x minus 1 is less than or equal to 3. So by the basic definition of modulus inequalities, we can say that 4x minus 1 is less than or equal to minus 3, greater than or equal to minus 3, and less than or equal to 3. So this will give us, let us add 1 to all the sides. It will give us 1 minus 3 is less than or equal to 4x is less than or equal to 1 plus 3. So that means minus 2 is less than or equal to 4x is less than or equal to 4. Let us divide by 4 on all the sides. So it will give us minus half less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. So that means x belongs to minus half comma 1 and square brackets. So answer can be in either form. This is the answer to this inequality. So these were some basic examples based on the formulas which we studied in the previous class, and in the next class we will see further the complex examples based on modulus inequality. So that is all for this class. Thank you very much.